Get this seatbelt on. What up? Got me a little tripod, guys. Moving up, upgrading. It is getting a little up. Can't even talk, man. Got so much things going on. It is gonna get a little rough and bumpy, so camera's gonna be wobbling around. I actually had tried making a video yesterday when I initially got this thing, but I didn't like the wonkiness or the wobbliness of it. But now thinking about it, hey, it is what it is. These are the car ride videos, okay? So when you're tapping in and tuning in to car ride videos, that's what to expect, all right? Rough roads, we out here. Okay, let me back this big old beast up. I'm actually in a work van right now, 2013 Chevy Express, the big boy, Biggie. That's actually what I decided to name this thing. Heading out to work, just dropped the kids off at school, and doing what I said I was gonna do, man. Record myself daily. Just dropped a hot video with me and wifey, not yesterday, 2 days ago. We threw one down real quick just to get it in, break those first video nerves for her. For me, it was more so to get somebody on other than just me and myself. You know, those of you been tuning in and tapping in, appreciate you. That's why I did I wanted to give you guys another perspective, another angle, another view on somebody else other than myself. So today, man, today's been a powerful one, 100%. It's Thursday, so it's a training day. Gotta quit with the man. Gotta quit with the Training day, so me and my aunt kidded this morning. Had a good session, good dialogue, a lot of insight on both parties. Dude's doing good, man. You know, he'll eventually tap in and see all this. So when you see this shit, big homie, you doing good, bro. I don't ever feel like you slacking. Never. You're actually bringing me up, you're hyping me up, and that's what matters most to me, really. And for you, you're doing big things, boy. Like I told you this morning, man, your goals are a lot bigger than the usual or the average. So if it feels like it's taking you a minute, that's why, because they're big ass goals, homie. Okay, good session with him. Saw my boy Gabriel. Shout out to Gabriel. Whenever you see this, if you see this, if you don't, well, it is what it is. Ain't seen you in a minute, baby boy. Missed you, dog. Me and Gabriel go way back. Gold Gym days. We used to both hit up Gold's Gym, downtown Phoenix. Up in there getting it done. We haven't been there in a minute. I mean, both of us at the same time, right? Both of us at the same time. Both of us together has even been longer. But another thing. It was good seeing him. I'm going to try to get a sit down with him so y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. But let's get to it. Yesterday, I don't know what was up yesterday, man. I was trying out a new thing at work, trying to get a little bit of experience, a little bit of taste of what's to come. So I'm a delivery driver, for y'all that don't know. That's my main bread and butter right now. That's what I focus on. That's what gets done before anything else. Because, well, it pays the bills, plain and simple. I brought my wife onto it because she was working a good job at a school, didn't pay jack, but it was a good job in the sense that it lined up with the kids' schedule. So every time the kids were off, she was off. So therefore, we didn't have to worry about sitter or any type of, you know, resource of watching our kids while we were at work. So that worked out perfect. But she was miserable, man. So I said, hey, come work with me, because honestly, this job has really opened and expanded me to realize all types of things in life. I mean, if you think about it, I'm spending about, well, me personally, I spend about 4 to 6 hours every day doing this. I make enough money, first of all, enough money for me, enough money to pay my bills, take care of my family, and do what I need to do. And secondly, I spend time alone. I spend time by myself. Right? I have time to reflect, I have time to think, I have time to plan. And you need that. You need something like that every single day. That's just my belief. I was just telling my kids not too long ago, don't ever stop being creative. Always be creative. Always aim to be creative, no matter what. I told my oldest, the minute you stop being creative is the minute you die. And him alone himself said, yeah, life gets boring and then you die. I said, exactly. So, what I do every single day, thankfully, I make money, handle my responsibilities, but I also get to create. I also get the opportunity to elevate myself every single day. Elevate myself for myself. You know what I'm saying? And man, so many things run into my head, so many things I want to say and gotta say, but let's stay on course. Man, that's what this job does for me. There's a lot of logistics involved too. You get time management skills, business management skills, financial advising from yourself. Like, you start learning all types of things, man. So I'm grateful for it. You know what I mean? For some people, it's not for them. They think it's too hard. Hey, you know what's too hard for me? 9 to 5 every single day, somewhere where you're never gonna own it. You're never really learning anything other than the job that's listed, and it's never gonna be yours. And you're never doing anything for yourself. You're always doing something for somebody else. That's hard for me. I can't do that anymore. Which is why, thankfully, I was given this opportunity to own a route, run a route, manage a route, and I'm doing that. You know, and to add on top of that, I bought a house in my route. So I killed my commute. The only commute I have now really is going to the warehouse to pick up my load, and then that's that. I live literally at the end of my route. So when I'm done delivering, I go straight home. It takes me about 2 minutes, sometimes less, depending on where the stops end up at. But yeah, man, if I could give anybody advice on how to start out, I would say find something. It doesn't have to be delivering, but find something that pays you well enough, that gives you the opportunity to better yourself at the same time, challenges you, teaches you, pays you, and then also returns back the time for you to elevate yourself and give you something to think about, other than just a job. That would be my biggest advice. It's challenging, I get that. It's not easy for everybody. These jobs aren't just laying out there. Well, right now they are. Nobody wants to work. I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon and say nobody wants to work right now. True. There's a lot of jobs out there, a lot of people looking to hire, a lot of people not trying to work. Hey, whole nother subject, but beyond that, find somewhere that's repaying you fully, man. Real talk. A job's a job, 100%. It doesn't have to be a career. It doesn't have to. Okay? When I started this job, I told my dude who brought me on, I said, look, I'm trying to grow. Okay? I will do this job to my best capability, and beyond that, I will be the best delivery driver you have. But I want to grow. He took that as I wanted to grow within the company, which honestly I did. I did want to grow within the company, but when I actually aimed and tried to grow within the company, man, when you try to build in or on something that isn't yours, it never works. Ever works. You're always going to be working for whoever owns that. You know what I mean? And thankfully, I didn't commit too gratefully and into that plan. You know, the minute things went south and sideways and sour, I got out. I said, this ain't for me. First of all, I was like, this don't feel right. I felt disrespected as hell. I felt let down. I felt misled. I felt, I felt down, man. So I got out. I said, nope, no way. Not selling my soul when it isn't for sale. A little deep, but real talk, that's what it was. So thankfully that happened, but I learned from it. You know what I mean? I learned who was real. I learned who wasn't. And it just motivated me and drove me to be where I'm at today. You know, being here right now, I got a good little job that pays my bills, lets me do what I need to do, and it lets me build, man. So what's next is the detail company. I just threw out a little post on my story today on Instagram, letting people in. I said, hey, detail company, tap in. Reason I did that was because, look, it's not even a company, not yet, it's a business, right? And the reason why I say that is because I'm not looking to replace my income, I'm looking to add to it, right? So I'll make another video into more depth as to why I'm starting the detail company. I just wanted this to be an intro. Mainly what I'm getting at today is don't stop and don't quit. Don't stop and don't quit. Keep going, y'all. You're gonna have days. I had a day yesterday. You're gonna have days where you don't feel like you're progressing. You don't feel like you're doing as much as you can do. You don't feel it, plain and simple. You're not feeling it. Everybody has those days. Some of us have them more than others. But you gotta keep going. You know? Yesterday I didn't feel like doing anything, man. I didn't want to leave my house, dog. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to wash a car. I didn't want to work on a car. I didn't want to do a damn thing, and I damn near did all of that. Why? Because you don't quit and you don't stop. Don't stop, don't quit. Just keep going. It was funny because I washed my truck yesterday finally. So I've owned this truck for about 10 months. I don't know. I don't remember. Never washed it ever. And it was a work truck before me. So they, even worse, who knows when they washed it. So I washed it yesterday. And as I was washing it, I noticed all the little details, right? All the little cosmetic blemishes that it has. And there was a few marks, man, a few stains where I was scrubbing with all my might, everything I had, and they weren't coming off, man. And I finished the truck. Took me about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I finished it, and I was looking at it, and I'm, you know, because of all them stains all there, all them marks, and you know, my limited ability because of my product and my knowledge, I beat myself up about it and said, oh man, I didn't do a good job. I could have done better. You know, I put myself in a position of, you know, a potential client, right? I treated myself like a client. I'm like, man, if I was a client, I looked at this, I would not be content with it. I would not be happy with it. This isn't good work. That was me yesterday, beating myself up, you know what I mean? And Theo Leo, my boy Leo, hit me up. And thankfully with him, man, we were just going back and forth on it to where I started easing up on myself. And I was just like, man, I did do a decent job. I did a good job, no matter what, right? It doesn't look perfect. It's not up to the quality that I'd like for it to be, but the effort was there, you know? And thanks to him, man, he hyped me up and he brought me up and he told me, dude, I look up to you and I appreciate your high risk, high reward attitude, you know what I mean? You're always going after it. You're always pushing yourself and challenging yourself. So it was crazy, man. I'm over there beating myself up, throwing a pity party, you know what I mean? And my boy was quick to lift me up. You know what I mean? And same thing with my uncle this morning, man. I was telling him about it, everything I went through yesterday, and he was like, nah, man, you know, effort goes a long way. Grind and grit, man, get to it. Like, people appreciate that, and if they don't appreciate that, well, fuck them, you know? That's them, and that's real talk. And I was telling them, yeah, sure enough, man, I woke up this morning and I got in the truck to head out to the gym, and I was like, damn, boy, like, my interior was really clean, y'all. Like, I really got down in there, man. Like, I couldn't see it yesterday, right? Because I was in it, right? I had just done it, and I was beating up myself about all them other blemishes on the exterior that I just couldn't appreciate what I had done. But man, waking up this morning and sitting in it, I was blown away, boy. I was like, man, this thing is clean, Brody. So that's it, man. I'm about to pull up to the warehouse and get started on my day, but there it is, y'all. That was the whole point about this. I know I kind of ranted off and went in multiple directions, different directions, but that's just me, man. Got a lot of things going on up in here, and I want to lay it all out. That way I can see it. But point of this was, don't stop, don't quit, man. Keep going, keep at it. Every day is a new challenge. Every day is a new opportunity. We die and we're reborn every single day, man. So, you know, things are going to change, right? But one thing that doesn't change is you. You can stay consistent with it. Your attitude can stay consistent with it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you always learn. So there it is. I'm gonna leave it off on that. Hey, once again, man, everybody tuning in, I appreciate you 100%. Man, I haven't even been looking at the views or people who've been tapping in, but whoever is, man, I appreciate you 100%. Hey, and if you want to get on this, man, drop me a comment. Drop me a comment. I am more than willing to sit down with people and discuss perspectives and talk about life, man. 100%. So y'all stay up. Don't stop, don't quit, baby.